Hi guys, welcome to day 24 tarot reading. Just gonna make sure this is a quick one. Honestly, I think we're all just kind of spent at this point. However, if you guys are showing up and you're like, what do you mean day 24? Check out my channel. I'm offering a free 30-day challenge to help align you guys with your path of purpose. And all the information is on there. There is an intro video that you guys can check out, and it will explain to you guys what to expect and also what to bring to help you succeed with this challenge. And for those of you guys that are just here for my tarot journey, welcome. I love you guys so much, and I'm so appreciative of you. And if you guys are coming over here from the challenge, whew, guys, I am so proud of you. Let me just say, like, holy moly. I know we're all in it to win it at this point, so thank you so much for allowing me your precious time and for taking this challenge for yourself. That really shows a lot about where you're at on this journey, and it's just an honor that I get to be here to lead you guys. So with that being said, guys, hit the thumbs up button if this journey is resonating with you, and comment down below. Let us know how this tarot reading resonates with you guys. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you always know when the next video does come out live. And for those of you guys who are interested in tarot, I do offer a pick a card reading every other Wednesday, which will drop at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, let's get into it. I've already shuffled. I'm just going to get into it, guys. So source, where are we at with the healing as a collective? Thank you. With our sacral chakra. Where are we at as a collective with the healing of our sacral chakra? What do we need to know? Thank you. Where are we at with healing the sacral chakra as a collective, source? Okay. Let's get an oracle on it. Can we please have an oracle card for the collective, source? Wow, that one there. Yep, I got you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get into it, guys. Okay. Alright, so you guys are definitely feeling the effects of it. I feel like a lot of you guys have dealt with a lot of grief on just this journey, okay? Like alone, like wherever you guys are. It doesn't have to be with my journey. It could just be on the journey of life itself. There's a lot of grief that's coming through, things that have left you wondering how to even move forward because you've dealt with a lot of people who have broken your heart or who have betrayed you or have left you stranded in life when they promised you that they wouldn't. This could very well be sexual partners. However, I am getting the sense that it is all people in life that have really broken you and left you in this place of not wanting to do this introspection work. And I feel like sacral chakra days are very hard for you as a collective. Like, I feel like this is the one that everybody's like, ugh. Not only is it Monday, it's also sacral chakra day, which is like the least enticing one of the bunch because it means that we have to feel. And as a collective, we've been taught not to feel things. We've been taught not to really lean into our feelings. And you guys got all three mystery cards, and they're all three in the reverse, okay? And this is scary because there's a lot of karmic junk that's coming up to the top here. And I feel like a lot of karmic things that are showing you that not only are you dealing with things that your ancestors have dealt with before you, your parents, your grandparents, their parents, and their parents' parents, is right? Like it just kind of goes down the line. You're shouldering this weight. At the same time, it's like you feel like it's just too much to carry, like the weight on your shoulders here, and yet you know you have to work through it, and you want to drop this load. It might not seem like a lot to anybody else, but to you guys it does feel like the world is weighing on your shoulders. And it's like you're being pushed, whether it's by you guys joining the challenge or whether it's just you guys trying to heal on the journey of life. You guys are being pushed to observe the past, and that is the last thing that you guys want to look at. That is the last thing that you guys want to get involved in. You guys are not happy about that. It's like, you know that this is the sure way to change things. You know that this is the sure way to really cut out what has been holding you back. But I think what scares you more, it's like you're going to come to this point where you have a choice to make. You either go and heal this of the past, or you know that you're going to continue dealing with these cycles in the future, and that's not what you want. You don't want that anymore. You want to find stability. but there'll be like a breaking point. It's like basically somebody will hurt you for the last time, and that's like breaking the camel's back. You're like, I'm done with that. Like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I don't want to go through this anymore. I'm over it. And that's what brings you into this place of truly healing. And so honestly, what they're saying here is when you guys heal all of the wounds of the sacral chakra, which I feel like is the one chakra that all of the collective carries most of the weight in, right? When you guys heal this wound within the chakra, you guys are going to become a brand new kind of person. Your whole life is going to change. Your whole life is going to turn into something else. Your whole life is going to be something that you didn't know. But it has to do with your passions in life too. There's a reason that you guys are passionate about the things that you're passionate about, and they might not actually be tied to the journey that you're taking, right? It's like you guys were forced to do these creative energies because it was like that's what felt good at the time. That was the only thing that brought life into you. And it's like what they're showing me here is that it might not actually be what is for you on the journey, but it's scary because that means that you have to walk into the unknown. Yeah. Wow. Healing from a mother, a father, and a sibling. It doesn't have to be those energies, but someone like this could be an auntie and an uncle and a cousin. This could be a foster parents and foster siblings. This could be, grandparents and friends. Do you understand? Like, this could be everything, but it's like you guys are healing from it. And it's like in taking action towards building something for yourself. Later, you'll find access to what it is that brings you true love in life. What it is that brings you true inner excitement, right? But right now you have to build what you know, because if you don't, it's like the weight of all of this is just too much to handle. It's just too much to handle. I want to get one more card. Yeah, you guys are going to realize that you have to offer yourselves love to find strength. Can I please get one card to clarify what's going on the board here, Source? Just one card. Whoa, okay. Flying into the fire. Yeah. So literally flew over my fire that I have going. Like, it was crazy. It just flew over there. But it was temperance that's coming out here, indicating that you guys are learning how to heal these things within you. Even though they're scary. Even though it's frightening. Even though it's upsetting. And you guys are making a decision to be that strength in your life, to be perseverant over the ugliness, over the betrayals and the excuses that people have made to you in life. You guys are choosing to overcome these false individuals, the people who fought you because they had nothing to offer, because you felt neglected as a child, or because there was a lot of judgment in your life, particularly showing that parental figures in your life left you wanting, right? If we don't get a need for variety, if we're not allowed to experience variety in our life, we're not allowed, like we get stunted in our emotional growth. And that's what's showing up here, is there's this feeling of being stunted in the emotional growth that we have in our lives. And it's frustrating here. And there's this fear of actually dealing with what happened. You've learned from your parents to block yourself off to actually feeling this emotional disconnect within you. It's better to be aloof and disassociated than it is to connect with your feelings, because when you connect with your feelings, that means that you actually have to see the truth of the situation. You do lean more towards being hurt from the father energy, the masculine energy, than you do the feminine. But because of being hurt from the masculine, you completely block yourself up from that feminine receptive energy. It's not that you guys don't embody those energies, it's just that they're greatly wounded. And the sacral chakra is directly connected with the divine feminine. But you don't want to find that. You don't want to look for that. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry, guys. There's like this unsure energy. and you want to move towards the future, you do, but you're still kind of stuck in this past energy. But you guys are going to make a choice. And it's all going to come from this idea of creating something. You guys are going to create luck in your life, and you guys are going to realize that you're not the wounds that you were left with, right? What I was saying, these ancestral wounds, like they've turned into just this humongous, like, burden on you. And in turning into this humongous burden, it's like, what do I do with this? Like, how do I move beyond this? How do I become something that obviously I've never been before, or I've never been told or taught how to become? So you guys are paving your own way through listening to your intuition. And this is, Temperance is such a beautiful energy because it really is about blending of opposites, right? This acceptance of the shadow within us and the growth of the light because of that acceptance of shadow. It's like no longer are you denying yourself this hurt and this pain and this suffering, but rather relishing in the fact that it is bringing growth and change and understanding of your past. And realizing that the reason you cut yourself off from your parents, it's not because you were a terrible person. It's not because you didn't have something good for you. It's not because you weren't good for them or they weren't good for you. It's because you guys intuitively had to create a barrier around yourself to protect yourself from the emotional outbursts that were going on, from the arguing, from just whatever was going on in their life and the projection of that onto you. And so you guys were really in this place of protecting your emotional body. They've put it on you too that you're nothing unless you have material wealth. But when you look at them, and there's a twofold here, some of them are in a place where they don't have anything to speak of material wise, right? Like they're also barely scraping by, they're also barely making it. And on the other side, there's some of them that do have stuff that's material that they can speak by, but it's like you're looking at them and you're like saying, you're telling me that that's what makes me happy, and yet all I see is you as a miserable individual. So why do I want to build that when I see it as miserable? And so it's like you've gone out and you strayed away from this ideal and you made a choice to work on yourself here. And that's exactly what the sacral chakra is about. Understanding that you have control over your mind and you can listen to your heart. And in listening to your heart, once you merge that with your mind and your intuition, then you can balance out this extreme roller coaster of emotions that you've been fighting. Literally fighting. Your emotions and your mindset is the only thing that's been keeping you back from finding balanced heart. It's not anything that you've experienced. It's the idea that you guys have created about who you are from this tragic situation. And you guys, I hear some of you guys are like, but it wasn't that tragic. No. It doesn't have to be that tragic. Okay, if you guys were here for yesterday's reading, I feel like this is kind of coinciding with that. It's not about that tragedy. It's about that we didn't get the love we thought we deserved. We didn't get the love that we, felt we needed. We didn't get the attention we felt we needed. And there's excuses all along the board here. Whether your dad worked 100 jobs or your mom worked all the time, like none of that matters. That's just them using that as an excuse not to make time to spend with you, right? Because at the end of the day, they're going to be home eventually. And it's like in those moments, did they at least take, it could have been as simple as taking 5 minutes and asking you about your day as a child. And yet when it was like you wanted nothing to do but just to spend time with them, how they would shoo you away and be like, no, like I don't have time for you. I don't have time to spend with you. Like that's stuff that I feel like all kids have dealt with. And especially in recent generations, it's like, let me give you the phone or the tablet so that I don't have to deal with your energy because I don't have time to deal with you. And the only reason that that's even a thing is because our parents didn't deal with us. They put us in front of the TV and they went and they did whatever they wanted to do. Whether that was talking on the phone or, doing whatever they had to do, whatever it was. And so you have this repeat of generations that's coming through. And that might be something that if you have kids, you might realize through this healing that you're actually doing the same thing. And it doesn't make you a bad parent. Okay, like There's no reason to blame anybody in this. The only reason that this has happened is because they're doing the best that they knew how with what they had. They couldn't change what they were offering because this is all they knew. This is all they had. But as you guys blend these opposites, you're going to do some internal healing and things will change for you. You're going to see that this is something you can close out. This is something that you don't have to continue on with your bloodline. This is something that you can change for your children if you have them, or if you choose to have them in the future. This is something that you change. And if you choose not to, then knowing that this ends with you. This situation ends with you. You're cutting it off from your bloodline at you. And that's something that your ancestors that have passed on are very, very excited about and happy about. And they want you to do this. But being led into the past is scaring you right now, because it's like, to deal with the past means I have to deal with all those hurts. And the unique thing about dealing with those hurts and pains is reminding ourselves that we're now adults. We don't have to be afraid of that like we were when we were a child, because when we were a child, we had no one to protect us. We had no one there to save us. But now we can go back and talk to our inner child and remind us that we are adults now. I can protect you. I can save you because I'm an adult. There's no reason for us to be scared or worried about this anymore. Let's see what your oracle card is. Number 10, compassion. I love this. I love this card for you guys. Let's read it out of the book. Let's see what's going on with compassion. Okay, love and compassion towards others starts with love and compassion towards self. Love and compassion is the sacred essence of all that is. It embraces us without condition or judgment and assists us to grow and to evolve to higher states of conscious awareness. This card has come to you as a reminder that true compassion starts with you. Learn from your experiences, even the most challenging, and forgive yourself for experiences that may have caused suffering. Carrying the weight of internal judgment only brings pain and suffering. Didn't I say this is like carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders? But when you have the compassion and love towards yourself, forgiveness expands towards others around you. Forgiving another can be the hardest test of all, especially when the hurt that they've inflicted has cut deep and the buried wounds and emotions resurface. And that's exactly what we've been talking about. It is natural to want to react with spite, bitterness, and rage. It's even more natural to want to put up walls of protection from further pain. But when walls surround one's heart, they halt growth and the ability to manifest the reality of choice. If you found yourself in this predicament, know that it is your time to react differently. Choose forgiveness, love, and compassion. Don't close your heart and build walls. This does not serve you. It takes you further away from your truth. Choose love. It is through love that others will come to see themselves with more light. This does not mean you should stay in a situation where you're being mistreated or where boundaries have been crossed. You can move away from a situation that does not serve your highest good with love and compassion still in your heart. Your affirmation here is, I'm filled with thoughts of gratitude, compassion, forgiveness, and love. And it is associated with the heart chakra. And I love this because Temperance is the number 14 card. And this is on page 41. So we have 1441 coming out as a direct confirmation of this. I love that. And Temperance didn't come out in the original cards that I drew. So Source wanted that confirmation for you guys. That could be a number that you guys see in your everyday life, or you see a lot of. The other card that you guys got on the bottom of the deck is Be Still, with number 33 behind that transformation. We have number 5 here. To the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders, from Lao Tzu. Be still, breathe, find that well of tranquility and serenity within you. There are times when life feels chaotic. Circumstances and relationships test and challenge you with conflicting emotions and inner storms. You see, like, we're talking about emotions, and this is all about the sacral chakra, right? Those emotions that have been buried that you guys don't want to deal with. But it's so important to deal with them, because the more you let them surface and you remind yourself, we don't have to be scared anymore, the easier it is for you to let go and see that even though people hurt you, they also were a product of being hurt. And we can choose to end that cycle. But it has to begin with a conscious choice. And the conscious choice comes from love and compassion. Sometimes the emotions are felt deeply, and you may have moments of outbursts that express pain or inner rage. Feel the emotions and try to understand what has come forth from you. See the origins of from where this reaction was born. There will always be triggers. That's something we can never get away from in life. That is something that we're in a life of contrast or duality. We'll always have triggers in this life, and that's okay. Can we accept that and be content with it? That's a part of our life. Be the peace that others seek. Be the stillness that others crave. Be the compassion that others need. In this stillness, there is clarity and peace. Go forth, dear one, and be the gentle voice that calms the storm. Your prayers, Great Spirit, lead me to still waters within myself so that I may find peace. Connected with your sacral and your solar plexus chakra. And our sacral chakra can very much be a hurricane of emotions as much as it can be the beautiful still pond that allows us to see clearly to the bottom. So it's all what you guys choose. Are you going to choose the stillness and the compassion to forgive? And we have 5 and 10 coming out together. 5 is where the change happens so that we can get to 10 where we finally bear the fruit of our seed sown, right? This is the harvest period. So when you guys let yourself be still and come into this state of compassion, it's almost like you skip over 6, 7, 8, and 9 and you go from 5 to 10 and allow yourselves to reap that seed sown in yourself, and knowing that showing up with love and kindness is going to get you further. It's like you attract more bees with honey, or more flies with honey than vinegar, right? And I feel like that is so important for you guys to remember on this journey. You guys will attract more in your manifestations with honey than you will with vinegar. And why is that? Because we manifest from a place of love. And if we're harboring energies of resentment, hurt, hate, and fear, we cannot manifest because we feel as though we are those emotions, and we don't allow ourselves to be open to the goodness and the blessings that Source is trying to bring into our lives. So this is a moment for you guys to truly heal your hearts and to heal this sacral chakra, the wound, the wounded mother that's within you guys, to allow you guys to be open to love and to receiving those blessings that are coming into your life, okay? So keep moving forward and keep allowing yourself to feel. As much as it hurts, it is in feeling that you guys will transform your lives. And I promise you, it is uncomfortable at first, but after you do it at least 1, 2, 3 times, it will become much, much easier, okay? I love you guys so much. I'm sending you guys out prayers of strength, prayers of emotional courage, because I feel like we need it in this time. And I'm going to leave it here. I'm tired. I might go take a nap. I would encourage you guys to do the same too. Today is all about self-care. If you guys are interested in the journey that I'm posting, you guys can find that information on my channel. And I will see you guys all back here tomorrow. I love you so much. I'm so honored to be here, and I'm so glad that you guys are a part of my tribe. So much love in my heart. Bye, guys.